YouTube, for those dedicated few, the long wait is over, and for those who don't watch it, you're probably, why is this not Total War? Okay, you probably don't sound like that. I'm being a little bit sarcastic. No, we need to get the Star Wars stuff moving along. And some of you might be saying, man, this game's going to take forever. Yeah, sure, well, that's part of the fun, right? It's all part of the journey. If I had time to sit down and beat this game fairly straight through, then I would have way too much time on my hands because, yeah, I have a full-time job and a family, and I do this YouTube stuff. I did just manage to get everybody poisoned, which I'm pretty proud of, actually. I think that was a pretty smooth move on my part. Yeah, and I don't have the cure ability yet as a Jedi. So that's okay, though. We'll live. Let's take Beodur. He has this force field breaker on his arm there.
Stand back.
Am I the only one who thinks it's funny that he says his arm isn't for show? And he's... Oh, okay, never mind. He ends up using the left arm.
I was a little surprised when I broke my way out of my holding cell. The shields there were even weaker than these. After you.
Okay, Beodur has the ability to break through various shields with his repulsor fist. Repulsor face is what... Oh, take that, Beodur. Holy turret. Those things just smoted him. Is my character in there getting the crap shot out of him? And the answer is, generally speaking, yes. But he's also tearing up the turrets. I ran away with Beodur because he didn't look like he was doing so well. He took like 40-something damage off that first turret volley. But I guess we're good. Krea's getting herself poisoned, which is exactly the way that I like Kreia. Usually whenever Kreia opens her mouth, the same thing happens. Like the whole party gets caught up in a big green cloud of gas and poisoned. Put that one up your pipe and smoke it, Kreia. Just like I'm smoking some sweet, sweet nerve toxin there. Alright, so we're going to get this item. Hey, while we're poisoned, let's just... Yeah, there we go. Ah, breathe the fresh air, my friends. It is great. Alright, droid system fortification. Okay, whatever that is. Wow, that poison's just the gift that keeps on giving. Glass steel cylinder. I thought these poison things would stop after a while. Watchman blaster? Well, that was well worth my time turning around. Not really, being rather facetious. Let's pick Beodur and see if we can use his computer skills. And he does have skills. He's a mad slicer. We could deactivate local turrets. Why not? And let's download a facility map, and then we'll log out. So I didn't have to use any spikes or anything. That's great. That means Beodur is the man. Wait, did Corpsey have something here? I thought I saw something on his corpse for a minute. No. Okay. Alright, we're good. I definitely can't pass up a opportunity to do some looting. Alright, let's take out this droid. My force abilities suck because my guy doesn't have very good wisdom. Let's just say he ain't the smartest Jedi on the block. Really, all I've taught him how to do is Hulk smash type Jedi. Not so much the being clever and using force abilities. Jeez, get out of my way. Party member down. Wow, Beodur got his face shot off. And he's the only one, too. He's looking rather fragile against all these droids, but I don't know, my character seems to be holding up okay and dishing out the damage. So, I mean, if Beodur spends most of his time on the floor full of holes from laser blast, then, you know, if that's a small price to pay for the rest of the party to be more comfortable. Did you hear that, Beodur? I love you, man. You're great. Really a spectacular friend. Okay, nothing that way. Let's just make sure we collect everything here because we don't want to leave anything behind. That is generally the purpose of most of these kind of games. You're doing got an administrative ID card. Doing a lot of collecting, a lot of looting, all that other kind of stuff. Accuracy scopes, credits. Alright, let's see. Don't have much to look at in here, it doesn't look like. Sounds like one of my teammates wanted to walk through the poison. The Zerka guy here had like a little thing on his head where it was showing him to me, but then now there's nothing there, I guess. That was weird. I'll take that salvage pack. I like how it's sitting right in between these two droids. Alright. We'll get the salvage pack in a minute. Gotta cut this droid up. Apparently I got some sharp swords there too.
I will silence this one.
I mean, otherwise you might be just as well off to have like a baseball bat or something, because I mean, unless Vibroblade was made to cut through like all the droid armor. Man, Krea's really juicing us up in here. It's quite fun with me. That was the whole point of setting her to that Jedi support, though. Droid dash plating. And let's see, let's get the salvage pack. Nothing to pick up off his corpse. Nothing over here. Alright, and let's see. Down here is a dead end, so let's go ahead and hit the dead end before we move on down the other way. Got some adrenal strength. So basically we're finding a bunch of illicit drugs on the floor and making sure to save them for later. Because that's typically a good thing to do. I mean, you find random needles on the ground, psh, just keep it.
Yeah?
Can't be anything dangerous about that.
Let me handle this.
I will, actually. How do you miss a force field, Bader? I mean, it said miss. That is pretty impressive. Go ahead and attack these droids. My character seems to be tearing people up pretty bad. Accidentally just actually successfully disabled that droid after he was pretty much already dead.
This won't take long.
Wow, Krea's force abilities do help. I'm getting 4 attacks per turn. And it's probably also boosting our defense and saving throws and all the other stuff too. So it is pretty handy to have her on support like that, especially since she gets more force points, being the Jedi Consular. If Kreia could be called a Jedi, I guess. We do have a workbench and some other stuff in here, and Beadur's got some... Kreia's about to fall down. Should I heal her or wait until she kicks the bucket? I guess we'll heal her. Nope, she's down. Good. There you go, Kreia. We'll juice you up a little now that you're already dead. Let's take old Beadur, because he's probably got some of the most mad skills in the group, and let's see if we can construct anything here of use. Let's use the workbench to create or break down items. In terms of... we got an improved Ionite Edge, which adds a lot of extra damage bonus against droids, which could be really cool. That one's just extra slashing, and it adds keen, neutronium edge, ion cell. So we could actually get a ton of extra damage versus droids if we put some of this extra stuff in here. That one has an attack modifier -2 though. That kind of sucks. Wouldn't want that. That one just does extra energy damage. And then you got grips down here, extra slashing damage. The Zabrak grip takes your defense down, but gives you a +1. Damage penalty -1, but attack modifier +2. Wow, that's kind of cool. There's a bunch of cool stuff that Beadur can make for me here, so I wonder if we can go to the breakdown, view breakdown items. And let's just check out some stuff that we know we're not going to use that might give us a decent number, like mining lasers. I mean, these things are worthless, so breakdown item. I mean, it's only giving us 1 component each, but that's fine. Watchman Blast. Wow, 320 something components of this, which means that it's probably upgradable. Fully upgradable on the Scout Enforcer. I don't know if these things are really worth anything or not. Sith Disruptor, 170. Fully upgradable. Lux's Disruptor. It's only 17. Not upgradable. Which means that this thing... I don't know, we might be able to sell it. I don't know what to break down in here and what we shouldn't break down. We probably don't need an extra Mandalorian combat suit, so let's break one of those down. And we can do more later as we need to. Military suit's not worth much. This Durasteel heavy armor. Get a decent number of stuff off it, but we'll hold off. Detonator gloves. What else we got? Energy shields. Let's just see if there's anything else in here worth breaking down. Broken item. We can break those down. we go. Power regulators. We got a whole bunch of upgrade parts and then a whole bunch of droid parts and other stuff here too. Probably don't need a minor uniform. Oh, well, we have to unupgrade it. Anyway, let's go back to view creatable items. Go to melee and let's see about dropping in this improved ionite edge. So let's create one of those. And then let's also create an ion cell Mark III. Ooh, wow. No, that Mark III is expensive. But man, it would be very handy versus droids. We have the security skill for it. Or actually, we don't. Security 12. Okay, yeah. We don't have the security to make the Mark III anyway. Which would be pretty sweet. Required 12. So we have level 18. We're close to being able to get that. We could get this one of these advanced grips though. Like this contoured grip does give an attack modifier +2, which is pretty slick. Yeah, I don't really need the defense. Just stealth level 4. Let's do the advanced contoured grip. It's quite a few component cost, but I like it. Let's go ahead and create that, and let's jump in on my character. So basically, this will just be impacting my character for now, but he does most of the damage anyway, so it kind of makes sense to focus on him. Oops, let's close out of here. What am I doing? Let's head in here. What does he have equipped? Just so I know what I'm looking at. He's got a vibro sword and what's this other one here? Vibro blade, vibro sword, vibro blade. So nothing special, but and let's go to melee, vibro sword. So this is my guy's vibro sword. Let's put the advanced grip on this thing, and let's do the improved ionite edge. And I don't have any energy cells to throw in it right now, but we'll assemble that one. And then here's my vibro blade. It's already got a basic ionite edge, and a grip, and a cell. So, I mean, it should be good. So we'll call that good. This one's Krea's. We have a basic ionite edge sitting around. But we might just, yeah, let's throw that on for now because we know there's going to be a lot of droids around. So I think that other one's the one that Krei is using. She is. Okay, so we got ourselves a few upgrades. That's always worth spending some time doing. If you all have any particular upgrades or something that you liked when you played the game, tell me what you like to do. I'll take it into consideration here. I'm going to heal up Krei a little bit. She's a little bit trashed. It looks like that's the shuttle that we're looking for, but let's take a look at the map real quick. Just make sure we're not missing anything. Oh, we downloaded the whole map. So that's going to be the hangar. We came in here, so we've worked our way down. Yeah, so we're good. We just need to kind of work our way back all the way over here to the reactor. So let's go ahead and jump back out here.
There she is, one orbital shuttle. Looks like it's in serviceable condition. That's all a moot point, though.
Why is that a moot
Hangar
point?
bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle through solid metal, so I'd say we need to find a way to get them open. We'll also need to find the ignition codes for the shuttle, or else we'll have some trouble getting off the ground. If we get all that, I wouldn't worry about what shape this heap is in. I'll get it running.
Oh, man. You all know what I forgot? Someone pointed this out to me, and I'm going to go do it before I forget. Apparently, there was like a little room I could go in, back out, before I came down to the military base, and I totally forgot about it. And I told that person that I would go back. I want to go back just in case there's anything good in there. So I'm going to run back out of the military base real quick, and we'll come back in. Anyway, Bayodur thinks that he can help us get that orbital shuttle. I was going to actually ask him to see if he could just go ahead and fly it through the solid metal. I mean, I don't feel like doing the other things, but I guess we'll go do what he asked us to. Flying through solid metal seems to be too hard for a skilled pilot like Bayodur. Patchy doesn't ask the unattainable, does he? So, was it in here where I think someone said I could go? I mean, I've never known that you can go into these places. Doesn't look like it. Someone said there's like a storage room or something that I was missing out here. Let me try all these places and see where I can go. if anywhere. Can't go in there. Can't go in there. So yeah, if I'm missing anything out here, I'm not aware of it. So yeah. Zerka equip encampment. Yeah, I don't really know what it is that I was missing out here, but hey, I came and checked. Someone said there was like a supply shed or something that I could go into, or made it sound like there was. Again, I'm not seeing anything that I can enter into. Those doors are not an entrance to anything. Okay, well, I'm gonna head back down in here. At least you all can tell I'm reading the comments and gonna check stuff out. But yeah, I'd never known that there was a room out there. If there is, then I'm not finding it. Wonder if we're gonna continue to get poisoned a whole bunch. Alright, so let's go ahead and head towards the reactor. There's the poison. Alright, so back to the hangar. My vibro blades ought to be pretty good at helping to take out droids at this point, which is never a bad thing. There's a damaged droid that we can repair. I don't know if there's any real need to do that. I'm just going to save my repair parts. I mean, we are going to be on a pretty challenging difficulty. The shuttle has to be repaired before we can take it, so that's all it's telling us. Nothing else to look at in here, so let's head over this way. Alright. Yeah, sorry I didn't get any videos up yesterday, but I was busy on a work trip. I was out doing some recruiting, and man, it was a lot of driving. So, very busy day for me, and I was just too exhausted by the time I got back to do any recording. Got some credits. Got a bunch of stuff here. A few large lockers. Good. Got a bunch more components. That'll come in handy. Especially if we can get Beadur ranked up on his skills enough to make me that crazy ionite etch. And we need some cells and stuff too. There's a computer terminal there. Party member down? Oh. Well, come on, Beadur. Tough it out, dude. We're all a little poisoned here. Turn off the gas vents. That would be a good choice. There we go. So, check. Gas vents off. Let's bash this door open here. Ooh, nice bash there, Captain Powerful. Ooh, yeah, you're going to get it eventually. Alright. Looks like this is the hangar bay controls. Probably nothing that we can do in here yet because we have to go get the codes. Unlock hangar doors. Base reactors offline. Okay, as expected. Let's get over here and break through this security door. Do I still have the plasma torch? There we go. Good grief, man. Sick of watching that guy wuss around. Let's get through here. Got some mining droids over here that need a beat down. So let's give it to them. Put these new ionite edges to work on these droids. Looks like that was relatively easy. Found an empty pack. We can go through that door, but before we do, let's just make sure there's nothing sitting over here. There is not. So go ahead and go through this door. And, whoa, remains. If we don't leave remains sitting on the ground. Okay, military grade door may be able to be operated by a nearby terminal. Well, looky what we got in the corner there. Corner camping droid. Okay, he took a pretty good thrashing. So definitely liking the ionite upgrades that we have on our weapon here. Ah, check out this dude. Are you part of the rescue team? Who are you? Part of the Zerka salvage team? I hid here when the turrets and the droids went online. I haven't been able to reach anyone. You are here to get me out of here, yes? Yeah, go ahead and follow me out. I guess. Let's go ahead and take this guy out. Wow, he's freaking stunned me there. Well, I mean, maybe the Zerka guy can absorb some lasers for us or something. Yeah, stun this droid. See how you like a big fat chunk of that. Alright, let's go over here and make sure we collect everything. There is a damaged plasteel container that I cannot open. Or I could place a mine on it, I guess. Beodur's got some security, though. Let's see if he's better than Atten.
Too tough for me.
Impossible, huh?
This is too tough for me.
Because it's damaged. I guess just put a dang mine on it.
And activated.
Kerblammo! That's gonna damage whatever's inside, but there was no way around it since the lock was damaged, but it did not damage anything actually, so that's perfectly fine. Anything else that we are missing here? Does not look like it. So we can go ahead and head this way. Pick up these droid remains here. They drop a lot of droid stuff here, it seems like. Normally droids don't seem to drop a lot for me, but... Doesn't he have a repulsor fist? Not like repulsor boots? Just trying to figure that one out. Beodur's getting his face shot off by these droids because he can't block any incoming disruptor fire or anything. Wow, we are giving the droids a pretty nice butt kicking, though. Is there some droid I'm not seeing here that was shooting at us? Because that was interesting. Whoops. Got my plasma torch out and didn't mean to. I like how the Zerka dude's just running around like, hey man, these guys are great. Yeah. I'm having a pretty easy time ripping these droids up, which is good. I mean, the difficulty is actually up at a decent level, so it just means my character's getting better. Nothing we can do there at that terminal. Let's see, nothing to do in here. I've got Beodur just because I figure he's gonna...
This is too tough for me.
Okay, so we can't open that door. Oh, well, did I try this terminal? There we go. Overload recharging stations. Let's try that. Did that open the door? No. Alright, apparently we gotta just keep going. Keep going. Spacebar pressed. What does the map say? So we are here. And yes, we just need to keep moving. What is this? Military base sublevel? Can you actually go down there? I've never actually found a way to go down there. I think we're going the wrong way. Yes, we are. Let's go ahead and heal here because Beodur is a little bit thrashed. Doesn't look like there's anything for us to do here. We need to get Beodur up here to take out the force field. Alright. Probably going to be some more enemies up here in this corridor. At least I would expect. Or I expect wrong. Magnetically sealed and cannot be opened at this time. I'll have to look that up on the internet and see if there's actually a way to get in there. I don't think there is. I want to say that that was something that just never got finished, but... Is that an HK droid? What the devil? Yeah, sure. Program it to follow us. Why not? I mean, I trust HK droids. They've never tried to shoot or stab me in the back. I mean, nothing to be concerned about there. So I don't see any good reason for it to... What's this? Sweet! And he blew up. Anyway, that's my favorite kind of HK droid. The ones that just blow up. Not really sure what the purpose of that was, though. It was a bit random. Canadian energy shield. Nothing that way, and it doesn't look like anything on the ground to pick up either, so it looks like we are nearing the reactor. Yeah. Let's get old Beodur up here, have him bash this shield out. Got some turrets, but... Looks like they are not active at the moment, so let's just get old Beodur up here again. Perfect. Telos military droid. Let's see if we can do anything interesting with this guy here. Droid has been deactivated. Okay, that sounds like a fair plan. Reactor control. Start the reactor. And after all these years, she still purrs like a kitten. And since we overloaded the charging stations, those guys won't come, but there looks like there's a rather large droid there waiting to greet us when we get back to the hangar, so that should be fun. We'll have to just see how much help all that upgraded weaponry will actually be. Now the turrets are online too. Awesome! So we get to get in a fight here. But the military droid isn't going to fight us. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, buddy! Woo! Let's just say that there was a little bit of pain going on in that room. Yikes! Yeah. This is going to get a lot uglier before it gets better. We're going to close that, and we're definitely going to have to use an energy shield here, and I don't even know how long it's going to last, maybe through like one volley. I'm just going to let Kreia in there soak up a little damage for the team here. I can't heal anymore. Let's go ahead and put the Arcanian energy shield on. And let's use a battle stimulant. Did you actually use the battle stimulant? No, you did not. There we go. Looks like Kreia got a little bit of work done. There we go. So that energy shield soak up a few of the volleys for us. Those turrets, man, they blasted the living crap out of me when I came in here at first. That was crazy. Character leveled up in the process though, so that's good. Let's do a level up. We've got Master Force Jump. Do you have to have a lightsaber to use it? Like, why has my guy not been doing any force jumps? Let's see, so... I mean, strength and constitution's typically where I'm wanting to go. A little bit of wisdom would certainly help my force powers, but I'm not relying on force powers right now. Charisma doesn't hurt either. I mean, we're pretty good on strength stuff for now. Let's do the one charisma point. And then probably just treat injury this time. Powers. We've got the Makashi lightsaber form, but we don't have a lightsaber. But we do have this improved heal, which I think actually starts to cure poisons and stuff too. Let's try it. So we'll add that power. Okay. Accept. And good. Yeah, we can do the improved heal now. It's certainly going to be helpful. So we got rid of the Telos turrets. We're going to have to get Kreia's force points reestablished here. We got the reactor up and running. The launch codes. I'm trying to remember where we get the launch codes. I haven't seen anything laying around. Is it under here, under that administrative thing? We had like data pads. Or, hang on. Mess hall. No. It's none of that stuff. Oh, there was some kind of like administrative something or other. Let's see. Adrenal, battle. Administrative ID card. This ID is inserted in some kind of terminal. Okay. Haven't found a terminal that I inserted into yet, but we'll keep an eye out. Go ahead and heal my group up a little bit more there. Kreia's force powers are building back up, so that is good. And let's head over into here. There's a security door. Come on, Pansy, bash it open. What do we got here? Parts, yeah, okay, that's less than exciting. Data pad, okay. Data pad contains the ignition code. Yay! I knew it was around here somewhere. Nothing else we can do in here. So we've got everything we need to be able to escape the military base. Do you get a journal, like a log, for saving this guy, or does he just follow you around? Nah. Okay. So I'm not really concerned about it. Why am I heading back towards the reactor? Good question. For those of you watching and who are starting to scream at the screen, we actually need to head towards the hangar, which is this direction. My bad. And we are headed in the right direction now, which is a good thing. Come on. We gotta go fight the giant Destructo droid who's waiting on us over there. Probably wouldn't hurt to crank out a battle stimulant when we get over there, because this thing's probably going to be all kinds of angry. I'll throw on an Arcanian energy shield while I'm at it. Okay. Oh yeah, there's the big droid. He already looking in our direction. So let's actually go ahead and use Kreia, and let's go ahead and have her juice us up with all the force power. Well, some of these don't last very long. I'm going to let her do it when we get in there. Let's go ahead, though, and pop a battle stimulant here. There we go. And let's see. Bolt deflection's probably mostly what I want anyway. So let's get in here and take on this gigantic tank droid. I don't think using force powers on it's going to do much of anything, especially not my crappy force powers, so I'm just going to go... let's pop the shield. There we go. I mean, you would think this big thing could just step on us. Wow, I'm damaging it really badly. Didn't expect to do that much damage to it that easily. But hey, I'm glad it worked out, so... As long as Kreia is juicing me up there, apparently we get the job done. Good job, Kreia. It's nice to know that you're useful for something, albeit not much. What do we got here? Metal box. Anything useful in the metal box? Are we just gonna stand there and twitch, or are we gonna open it? There we go. My guy was having some kind of seizure there or something, I guess. I don't really know what the deal was. Large lockers. Flex heavy armor, huh? Components. Definitely don't mind getting the components, because that will be used to make some cool upgrade items later that Bayadura can no doubt help us with. Frag grenade. And more frag grenades. So, not a bad haul out of here. Nothing in that last locker. Okay, well that's going to be it for this episode. We have found our way through the military base. It's time for us to board the shuttle. We have to go load the codes in, so let's go do that real quick. And then we should be able to escape the military base and head up to the Polar Plateau and see if we can find the Ebon Hawk, which is going to be our next goal there. So we're going to unlock the hangar doors and log out. And here we go. So I will see you all back on the next episode. HeirofCarthage signing out.